This video is not only long overdue, but the original intro that I filmed for it was absolutely criminal. It was so bad. So, hello and welcome to my office. Here's a little sneak peek. We are now in Maryland. We won't be back to Italy until the summer, and I'm very sad, but there's a lot to do here, so we'll be okay. I'm staying at my sister's apartment, and long story short, a hoarder was just living here. She owns this apartment and it needs a little bit of TLC. I started with the worst first because that's just how I do it. And so we had what was called the biohazard room. Believe it or not, I'm sitting in it right now. And it was called that because like 6 cats, I think like 4 to 6, something like that, used to use this room as a litter box, like literally just a litter box. And this room was definitely the worst in the whole apartment. I didn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole, but I also knew that this was going to get to be my office. So of course it was the first one that I had to renovate. I had a lot of fun doing over this room and I couldn't be more happy with how it came out. So it started a bit of a nightmare, but then we started pulling stuff up.
Flashback.
All right, guys, this is a huge day. We made so much progress here in the biohazard room and I could not be more excited. Today we got to gutting the entire room. I had already ripped up the carpet yesterday, and then today I got Dom to help me take everything to the dump. There was a lot to take to the dump, and then we started scrubbing the floors. The floors smell horrible. They really smell like cat pee pretty bad. So I was like, the scrubbing isn't doing enough. Why don't we try to do this like baking soda paste and then you like scrape it off? And I actually think that's helping. I'm standing in here without a mask and I'm surviving. So I think that's working. Right now I am starting to tape and take things down for painting. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna keep doing that and then I will be right back to tell you guys about the paint because I'm gonna get started. I'm doing things kind of all over the place, but that's okay. As long as it gets done, that's all I care about. And it's good to split things up, I think. That's just how I like to do it. Okay, so I put up a little paint. I'm literally so impatient. I have been dying to paint something since Italy. Like, I've just been wanting to paint. That's it. Okay, so let's talk about it. I got some tape up. I obviously have a ladder. This is the paint I'm using. She was really cheap. It is the Glidden, right? Glidden Just Rosy. And it's like a pale, dusty pink. And it might be a little too beige. I don't know. So I liked that it was only $20. If I don't like it, I'll just get another pink. And that's it. So I'm going to spend the weekend painting and cleaning these floors. And then I guess we start talking about furniture. I'm excited.
The fuck? Not sure if she's being completely honest.
It is 10 a.m. and I'm too excited to start painting today. You could see I got pretty far yesterday, in my opinion, on this wall, and it looks pretty good. It's even, okay, so I keep going back and forth between, is this pink enough or is it just beige? And I feel like in person, it definitely looks pink. And today's very overcast. Like, the brighter it is, the more pink it is. I still haven't decided, but I do like it. I'm very excited. It's definitely, oh man, a fresh coat of paint does wonders, doesn't it? So I'm gonna spend the rest of the day painting, of course. I can't wait. It does definitely still stink in this room. It still smells like cat pee. I'm gonna sweep up the baking soda paste thing that I did yesterday. Like, the cat pee has seeped into the concrete. It is pretty bad. I don't really know what to do. I'm just kind of like doing all these different DIYs that I've seen. It smells better than yesterday, definitely. The whole apartment does, to be honest. Getting rid of the carpet was like, wow, big moves. But yeah, it still smells like cat pee in here. So I'm gonna keep painting and open the windows and let it air out, sweep up this paste put down some new paste. And that's probably it for today, so we'll see how that goes.
You're still trying to figure out how to sit going.
I feel like the chili sauce in the middle.
Hello, welcome to the newly painted room. I think it looks amazing. It definitely isn't like perfect by any means. I only used 1 gallon of paint on the whole room, including the ceiling, like basically everywhere you see paint, it was 1 gallon. So it's spread a little thin, but that's okay. It could definitely use a second coat, but I'm gonna hold off on that, so just ignore it, okay? So what's next is I need to clean and scrub these floors because it still smells like cat pee. It's pretty bad. I have hot water, Dawn dish soap, and I bought this Clorox pet urine remover, and it says it's for concrete and like hard floors. So I'm gonna use this as I go as well, and I have the windows open. I really thought tearing out the rug and painting the walls would get rid of the smell, but it's still pretty strong. So I'm gonna clean, we're gonna tear down some blue tape, which is always the best part. And then I unfortunately have a lovely day ahead with pea floors. I can't say there's absolutely zero urine smell, but I can say it is mostly eradicated. You have to live in it though. You have to give it the chance to make a comeback, and I believe that. But it smells good, okay? It smells good. The floors, however, are staying concrete. We are working with the subfloors. Eventually they will have wood installed, but my sister has not scheduled that. So we're living with the concrete. And I did find a rug. I originally wanted a rug on Facebook Marketplace that sold, and I was very sad. And then after mourning the loss of that rug, I found one at the At Home on clearance for cheaper than anything I can find on Facebook Marketplace. I think people are forgetting why we're posting on Facebook Marketplace. So I have a rug, I have a table that was actually my dining table in New York City, and somehow it has made its way here. So I'm gonna be using it as my work table. And I have a giant chair that I'm gonna put in this corner that came from my other sister's apartment that is just gonna be very cozy, and I'm very excited about. This is the worst side of the room to film on, obviously, because of the windows. Right now we're talking about the mirror. So I do want a full-length mirror, maybe in this corner, or maybe a plant goes here and the full-length mirror goes somewhere else. I don't really know, but this, as we can tell, is not a full-length mirror. So I need to stop pretending that it is, and it's just taking up a corner that needs to be decorated. And I'm gonna hang this mirror here because I think it's a great space to have it. And we'll see if the sewing machine causes too much ruckus that I'm gonna get scared. But for now, we're gonna hang it. So that's what I'm doing. I think it looks amazing in here. I really am loving this room. Obviously, some other things have been done as well. I put up these plants and I love them. I almost was gonna take these hooks out of the ceiling when I was patching holes before painting, because I assumed the last person who lived here put them in and they weren't done well, blah, 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 XYZ. But when I was up there and I was pulling on them, I was like, ooh, these are actually like really in the ceiling. So I bought some plants from the Home Depot and I took off the hangers that were already on them, like the plastic hanging bits. I crocheted 2 long chains, like I just guesstimated a length, and then I wrapped them, like I inner wrapped them underneath, pulled them up, tied a knot, tied another knot, and now they're hanging up there, and I think they look so cute. I love having plants in the room, but I love that they're on the ceiling because this room is pretty big, but I put 2 huge pieces of furniture in here, so there's not a lot of other floor space like up for grabs. Okay. The fan just turned on for like the second time while recording this, and I'm gonna lose my mind. So there are still things that need to be done before I give you final looks. I did get an office chair. I love this bench. I built it with my grandmother, and I like the way it tucks in. So I don't know. I'm kind of scared I'm gonna hate the office chair, but we gotta give it a try. Just because I think overall it makes more sense for me and like what my day-to-day looks like. But if I miss the floor space too much of being able to tuck the bench in, then I'm gonna go back to bench. I don't know, we'll see. And my new sewing machine came in, so I need to take her out of the box and set her up. So I'll do that while we wait for the fan to turn off, and then hopefully it's time for final looks. Alrighty, well here it is. This is the room all done. I can't believe where we started. This room truly gave me the ick, to put it lightly. This door stayed closed for weeks. This room we called the biohazard room, and now it is my favorite place to be in this apartment. It is not perfect by any means. It needs more paint. It needs some more finishings, but for right now, I just couldn't be more pleased. I'm over the moon. Is it over the moon? That doesn't sound right today. This chair ended up being perfect. I gotta say, I was so worried about it. I bought it on Walmart.com. It was $39, I think. I wanted to spend less than $50 on an office chair. I wanted no arms, which it doesn't have. And the quality is actually really, really nice. I'm like so surprised. I don't know why. I just am, but pleasantly surprised. I am loving this chair. It was really easy to put together. And I was telling you earlier how I was worried I was gonna lose that bench space, like the space I get on the floor when I tuck the bench in. But this chair on its lowest setting fits right under the table, so couldn't be happier. My sewing machine is perfect and smaller than I imagined. My sewing machine was so old that I didn't realize how sleek and light they've gotten. She's beautiful and she fits, again, like having a dining table in your office, like, guys, maybe your desk isn't big enough. Maybe you don't need a million different organizational units and pieces of furniture. Maybe you just need a dining room table in your office. Give it a try. The mirror is beautiful, and I keep saying that the room is very spacious. That is definitely true, but even then, in a small room, or the smallest room in this apartment, it's always nice to add a mirror. It makes it feel even bigger. This chair, I love. I actually do like the brown, but I might make a cover for it. I do not miss the carpet. The concrete isn't hurting me, and I'm loving the rug that I got. The walls are a little barren. I know, they could use some art. I don't know yet what I'm gonna put on the walls, definitely something. And then in the corner, I want to put a plant or maybe a standing mirror. I know that's a lot of mirrors for one office, but like, Like I said, I'm so happy with how this came out. This is the first like flip I've ever done, and I definitely get the difference between being a lazy flipper and a good flipper. There's so many things that I look at and like before it's renter ready, I gotta go back in and do a better job. But I was just so eager to do like the quick job, you know what I mean? And it definitely paid off. I'm so happy with the quick job, like elated even. But I will definitely be retouching this room, so this will not be the last time we're talking about, you know, fixing this room. But this will be the last time for now because I gotta move on to the bedroom. All right, guys, I'm once again so excited to be back. I'm prepped now, so much more to come, and I will see you next time. Bye.